okay? Everybody good? Cool. All right, thanks for being patient. We're back. This is Cedar Falls Jazz 1, and we're going to open things out with a great tune by Charlie Parker called Billy's Bounce. This is arranged by the great Bill Holman, who did a lot of writing for the Stan Kenton Band back in the 70s. So this is kind of a fun barn burner. It was written for Terry Gibbs' big band. Terry Gibbs was a vibraphonist, so you're going to hear all the way back there, socially distanced, behind the drum set is the Vibes. And that's Grace Bobbledyke playing the role of Terry Gibbs. So we hope you enjoy Billy's Bounce by Charlie Parker. All right, let me introduce you to some of the people that just played. Starting off was Colton Thomas on piano, and then we had Jace Berry on the trumpet, Luke Meyer on the alto saxophone, Isaac Moreland back there on the trumpet, Ben Shockley on the tenor saxophone, Eli Smith over on the guitar here, Grace Bobolek back there on the vibes, Liam Hendrickson on trombone, Gabby Townsend on the alto, and Riley Cassell laying it down on the drums. So big hand for all of them. I love how that chart just like drops all those solos in there. We didn't have to add like hardly anything. We had like 1 or 2 repeats. All the rest of it's just like drop in, drop in, drop in. So you have to have a deep bench of soloists, and that's one of the things that Jazz 1 this year is really, really good at. They're not afraid to solo, and we're having a lot of fun with that. So that's kind of why we picked that one and why we're having so much fun with it. We're going to change things up quite a bit now. We're going to do a piece by Michael Brecker that came out on the Tales from the Hudson album. I used to say CD, but albums are back. This was arranged by Alan Baylock, who's the director of Jazz Studies at the University of North Texas. And it's written to feature a guitar and tenor saxophone. And right now we've got 2 of the finest in the state. So you're going to hear from Ben Shockley and Eli Smith on African Skies by Michael Brecker. Maybe we'll oil those next time. Next year. Next year. It adds something, doesn't it? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. that was pretty fun. Eli is a senior. He's one of the first, maybe only, I don't know, 4-year Jazz 1 members. When he was in 9th grade, we didn't have a guitar player, and his guitar teacher at UNI called me and said, you know, this kid's really good. I'm like, yeah, but he's at the junior high. And he's like, yeah, but we're thinking about putting him in a college combo. I was like, oh, I'll take him. So Eli's been playing with us for the last 4 years, holding down the guitar chair, and he's just killing it, just an awesome musician. And Ben stepped up last year, and this year has just really developed into a really, really fine tenor player. Last year got selected to be in the All-State Jazz Band that never was, that was supposed to play in May, and he had the lead tenor book for that, so it's a real treat getting to feature both of them on that tune. We're going to move on. We've got a Miles Davis tune for you next, arranged by the great George Stone. He's a California guy, teaches out in the university system over in California, and he arranged Miles Davis's Nardis, and you're going to hear from Jace Berry on the trumpet, who is just killing it this year, playing some really great solos. You're going to hear from sophomore Colton Thomas on the piano, and a little bit more from Eli Smith. This was one of the tunes we did at Telcorn this year, and I was so excited when they did the Telcorn Festival that it was an hour-long special that they live-streamed. 3 of our alumni are in Jazz 1 there, and then our Jazz 1 and our Jazz 2 both were selected for outstanding performances this year, so that was really exciting. We were the only school with 2 bands that both got recognized for outstanding. Hope you enjoy. This is Nardis by Miles Davis.
WD.
Really chill, all right? 1, 2, 3. All right, before we play our last selection, on the back of the program, I wanted to get out all the thank yous that I need to get out without getting crazy. So I hope you take some time to read those. Thank you to all of our students in our band program this year. It has been a heck of a year. And in the midst of all the chaos, they still signed up for jazz band, not knowing what it would be and not knowing what the season would look like. They're just playing because they love it and wanted to get up early and come to school and play some jazz and hang out. So it's an absolute honor to stand in front of kids like this. They're some of the best kids in the state, and I'm just flattered that I get to teach here. We got some really, really good news for the band. We submitted in February 10th was the due date, and we submitted our ensemble here for Jazz 1 to be considered for Iowa Bandmasters Association conference performance. And they accepted our band. We're the only jazz band in the state that will be performing in May for a statewide live stream. So congratulations. That concert will be here, and we're going to record it on May 3rd with a live audience for friends and family. So you'll need to hit up the guys in Jazz 1 for tickets, but on May 3rd at 8 p.m. you'll get a chance to hear Jazz 1, and some of you know this, but not many, but Ryan Kaiser, the lead trumpet player and soloist with Jazz at Lincoln Center with Wynton Marsalis in New York City, is going to be coming in to be our guest artist that evening. So we're going to play 2 featured tunes with him. We'll have 3 or 4 with the band by itself, and then he's going to come back on the final tune to play lead with us and also solo. So if you want to hear one of the best players, trumpet players alive right now, Ryan Kaiser's it. And he's coming to play here in Cedar Falls on May 3rd. So that's going to be an incredible opportunity. One more bit of good news that happened last week that's not in your program. Mr. Ramsey went up to Mayo Clinic and had 2 days worth of tests, and they said that he is now 6 months cancer-free with zero cancer. And in even better news, he got clearance from his oncologist and his doctor that after spring break, he will have had his COVID shots, both rounds, and he's going to come back and direct the Wind Symphony for the last part of the year and help us out and come back and do it personally. So, without any further ado, we're going to close out tonight's program by playing Hot House, which is a Tad Dameron composition, arranged by Jack Cooper. And you're going to hear from Ben Shockley on the tenor sax, Colton Thomas on piano, and one more time from Eli Smith on the guitar. This is Cedar Falls Jazz 1 playing Hot House to close it out for tonight. Thank you for coming.